Oh, caught me right as I was walking onto the camera. I'm not winking at you. I actually have something in my eye. Maybe it's an eyelash. You know, I'll tell you what, speaking of clearing your vision, I got to use the windshield wiper on the America's Mattress Life Tower Cam tonight. We had rain in Grand Junction, some dirt specks on the lens, notwithstanding, I cleared it right off with some of those raindrops, so that was good. I was pretty excited about that. Also excited because we were previously under a flash flood watch for the Grizzly Creek burn scar, affectionately referred to by me as the Grizz, but that flood watch expired early. If you were in Mesa County, Delta County, Montrose County today, your smart device alerted you to flash flood warnings. Now, the problem with that warning, aside from the danger of it, that warning goes county-wide, even though it's a very small area. And when we were talking about that flash flood warning for Mesa County, we were specific to the areas around Colburn, basically the Plateau Valley, Plateau City, Molina, the town of Mesa. Of course, if you have to get up to Colburn, you have to go through those areas or near them, and you're also going to be dealing with, or you dealt with, heavy rain. Saw some reports of debris flows right there along 65 at the Debek cutoff. So yeah, water on the road, rocks on the road. That was just one of the many problems we had with that particular flood warning. Also heard a report around 8 o'clock tonight about an accident on I-70. Westbound I-70 was shut down briefly, reopened, no injuries, but there was a rollover incident right there at the Palisade exit. What is that, 42? 42, I believe, is that exit. Anyways, that's cleared up. Things are moving, but folks, remember, lowered visibility during these downpours, ponding issues on the roadway during these downpours. You need to slow down. Don't brake if you hit a puddle of water. Just ease off the accelerator, keep both hands on the wheel. Let's move on to Delta County because also a flash flood warning earlier tonight. That was specific to the Cedar Edge area. Talking about rain totals between ½ an inch to 1.5 inches. Unofficial, but those are rain reports nonetheless. And then Montrose County, also picking up with that flash flood warning. Guess where that was? Nuclear Natarita, Norwood. We did it again. Basically, it's a daily occurrence with these heavy downpours, and that's just part of the San Juan Mountain. That's part of the southern focus for this monsoon pattern that we've experienced this summer. Now, we still have some very dark clouds. We still have some light rain around the Grand Mesa. We're still getting rain in eastern Utah right now, a little bit heavier in some of those darker colors, but light rain nonetheless. Now, we could see 1 or 2 isolated storms passing through during the overnight hours, but we may be quieting things down. Some of us may get some light rain in the early morning hours, but all of us will start to look to the afternoon hours to get some of those storms to pop up over the mountains, to pop up over the mesas and the plateaus, and then, of course, a little bit of drift, notwithstanding, we'll get some of those to go over some of the populated areas tomorrow afternoon. So we will do it again tomorrow evening and into the night. This is Saturday. 7 p.m., you could see the Tri-County area has a chance to get some of these showers going, and it's likely we'll see even some developing in the late night hours right into early Sunday morning after midnight. We're going to let it all hang out. Sunday afternoon, we will still have some of those storms popping up, but this is going to get pushed off towards the east. We have a high pressure system developing off the west coast that's going to flex in, and that's going to try to introduce drier conditions into the area. So it's not a guarantee, certainly not a slam dunk, but it's going to get drier conditions into the area, and that limits some of the storm coverage, especially for the beginning and middle of next week. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But look at some of these rain totals. It rained so much more in your backyard. I know this. But at 6 o'clock tonight, Grand Junction didn't even record any rain showers. This all developed between 6 and now. Just within the last hour, we stopped raining. So basically, we've doubled our rain total for the month of August for Grand Junction. We've already surpassed the 1/4 inch mark. Montrose is surpassing the ½ inch mark. That's great news, but we're still in a drought. We have deficits for many locations. Even though we're getting rain this summer, that's not going to reverse the drought. We would have to see a lot more of these patterns recurring repeatedly over the course of several years to reverse that. Another hazard with this pattern, aside from the downpours and the flood warnings and the lightning, gusty winds, 25, 35, even 45-mile-per-hour wind speeds. Outside of the storm gusts, we're going to maintain light breezy conditions, 5 to 15. Felt good today with that breeze kicking around, and that cloud coverage as well kept our temperatures suppressed. Supposed to be 91 at Grand Junction, supposed to be 88 at Montrose. No, we didn't get there. We won't get there this weekend, but we'll have that focus for next week, especially for Grand Junction. Look at these current temperatures right now. This is enjoyable. Start thinking about the seasons changing. I think for some of the area mountains like Mount of the Holy Cross, some of the collegiate peaks, Some down in the San Juans, I think we'll see a fresh coat of paint above 14,000 feet when this storm system exits. Hotter temperatures for the beginning of next week, folks. That's for Grand Junction, but that's not the case for everyone. We will be recycling storms next week, so once we get through this weekend, it's more of a scattered outlook next week, but prepare for more rain before the weekend's over.